I'm joined now on the set by the Malian Foreign Minister Abdoulaye Diop. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us. You've just come out of a meeting with your French counterpart, the Foreign Minister Laurent Fabius. What was the main focus of the talks today? Will you be putting into place new common security measures?
My meeting was firstly to convey to the minister and to the French government our deepest condolences after the loss of Fabien Guillaume, a French citizen who was in Mali helping us, who also passed away during this terrorist attack, which collectively with my French counterpart, we condemned, and we renew our resolution to increase the fight against terrorist organizations. And we also seek the French support to what the Malian security forces are doing to make sure we can identify the perpetrator of this attack and bring them to justice.
Now, there are French counterterrorism investigators who are in Mali now to help with just that. What leads do they have so far?
At this stage, it's difficult to go into the detail. Two suspects have been arrested and they are under investigation. And we have also a claim from one of the terrorist organizations. The investigators are working on some detail which you might excuse I could not disclose on this podium here, but they are working to make sure we know what happened. And what happened beyond the attack and the loss of lives is an attack against peace, because these attacks occur just a week. March 1st, we had a peace agreement, which had been initial in Algiers, while we are moving into the signature before the end of March in Mali, this event occurred. And for us, this is also synchronized. While we had attack in Bamako, the following day we had another one in Gao in the northern part of Mali, and the third one in Kidal against the MINUSMA and the French troops. For us, all these lead us to understand and to believe that these are attacks against the peace process, because these organizations are all hostile to peace.
Given that, and you mentioned these peace talks earlier, are you convinced that all the rebel groups will sign this peace agreement?
The government have signed the peace of initials, because the signing is coming late this month, have signed initial with another group of, let's say, movements, armed groups in the north. The only one group, which is the coordination of the movement, which have not signed, and they gave us assurance that they are not out of the peace process. They even attended the ceremony for the initialing of the agreement, and they needed more time to make a decision. But only with these attacks occurring, it means that for us, their hesitation and the fact that they are giving time to the others to get organized, the terrorist organization and the hostile group are using this window of opportunity for them to derail the entire process. So it's now urgent for the movement of the coordination to make their decision and to make a choice for peace.
Given this urgency and given the concentration of attacks over the weekend, what concretely are you doing in regards to security measures to keep the people safe?
Firstly, immediately, few hours after the events, the president have called on an emergency meeting of his defense team at the highest level, and he visited the sites. He have also given some clear instruction to the Malian defense and armed force and security forces to escalate the level of the alert in the country and to make all the measures that are necessary to secure the Malian and also our foreign friends who are in the country to help us. One advice is for people not to panic, because the objective of this kind of attack is to create fear. We shouldn't fear. We should continue our activities. We should make sure also the government do everything possible to protect people, and to make sure our friends remains with us, and so that we stand all together to face the terrorist organizations.
Just to finish up, France and Mali do have a complicated history. Mali, of course, a former French colony. Given that history, does the fact that France has given so much support in the past and is giving support now, does it pose a problem for the government?
It does not. Firstly, Mali is coming from far away. In 2012, the two-thirds of the country was occupied by the terrorist organization. And thanks to the French government, to the decision of President François Hollande, and the French Serval operation came to help liberate the country. Now it has been transformed into Barkhane, And today we have the MINUSMA, which is the UN mission in the country, working with Malian to make sure the government can take back the control of its territory. We have a collaboration with the French troop, the MINUSMA. Things are not easy, but we are all working in partnership and really in good faith.
All right, Foreign Minister Abdoulaye Diop, thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you.